What's up, Tori? Tori? What's up, everybody? I'm Tori. Okay, just this girl. I'm 29 years old. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I'm just like that 29-year-old girl that's trying to figure out what to do with her life as far as career is concerned. I'm trying to get my body right. Maybe some of you guys know me as ToriC2_fit girl. Probably not, but maybe you do. Who knows? I'm single. I'm trying to like date and mingle and all that. So, yeah, that's just a quick snippet about me. I can do like a whole session all about me for a different video, but for this particular video, I just wanted to share with y'all something crazy that happened to me. Like I guess that girl, or like, do crazy things ever happen to you and you're like, did that really just happen to me? And you're like, oh my God, yeah, that happened to me. So that's where I'm at today. So I'm going to share with you what happened. Maybe you won't think it's a big deal, but for me, it's kind of a big deal. And I'm just like in shock more than anything. I'm not like mad about it or in disbelief. So just to build you up for that, hang tight. I'm going to give you a little backstory on this, and then I'm going to break into the breaking news from this morning. Okay, so a little backstory. I was flying up to Northern California for one of my best friend's birthdays. I was on a Southwest flight, Burbank to Oakland. Prior to the flight, I had a glass of wine. Okay, let's be honest, I had like 3 glasses of wine. So when I got on the plane, I like fell asleep in my chair. I was just like super tired. And when I woke up, I opened my eyes and I saw the most beautiful flight attendant that I have ever seen on Southwest Airlines. And I was like, oh my God, this guy is like so hot. And then he was like, do you want some peanuts and pretzels? And I was like, yeah, I want some peanuts and pretzels. So he gives me the peanuts and pretzels and he goes about his business, passing out peanuts and pretzels. So then when the plane lands, we were all exiting the plane. You all have been on a flight before. You exit the plane, the flight attendants say bye, 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 whatever. So then when I was exiting, he was like, goodbye, gorgeous. And I was like taken back, right? And then I was like, oh my God, you are a cutie patootie. Yeah, I said that to him. I'm just going to blame that on the wine because I would never say that. So I said that to him and I'm like, oh God, why did I say that to him? I'm like exiting the plane. I'm like, I got to redeem myself. Why did I say that to him? So I end up getting off of the plane and I go up to the boarding agent for the next flight. And I'm like, could you possibly get something to the flight attendant that's still on that plane? And she goes, which one? And I was like, I don't even know his name. And reminder, I'm in Oakland now. And she's all like, the light-skinned one? And I was like, yes, him. And then she goes, yeah, I can give something to him. I was like, okay, cool. So I write on a piece of paper, thanks for the compliment, my name, and my phone number. I fold it up, and I was like, is this awkward for you, the flight attendant girl? And she goes, if it's a love connection. And I was like, no, it's a business connection. And then I winked, and then I walked away. And then I saw her go on the plane. I saw her turn the corner, and then she delivered the note. Because 2 hours later, while I'm at Benihana with my friends at this point, enjoying another glass of wine in the bar, I get a text message from this guy. And I'm like, oh my God, he actually texted me back. You never know with those things, right? And I'm like playing dice anyways by like flirting with a flight attendant because they fly everywhere. And let's just face it, they probably flirt with like hundreds of girls on a day. Or at least that's the stigma, right? That's what we all believe. So anyways, I'm getting this text message from him and we're just doing that basic get to know you chat. Like, what do you do? Where do you live? Blah, 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 blah. That first get to know you stuff. And it was all really exciting because I don't know why I was surprised he texted me back, but I was. So fast forward to like a week, he lets me know that he's going to be coming through Los Angeles, Southern California area. And he asks if I can meet up. I'm like, unfortunately, that day doesn't work. And he's like, no worries, I'll be back again. So like maybe a week later, he does it again. I'm coming through Los Angeles area, not really the Los Angeles area, like a little further away. So it would have been like really inconvenient for me to like go meet up with him. And then he goes, and then I was like, no, I'm not available this night either. Okay, so fast forward like again, maybe like 3 weeks or something like that. And he's like, I'm coming through LAX. Now that is a convenient airport for me. I was like, oh my God, he's coming through LAX. I would love to see you. That's what he says. And so I'm like, all right. I thought about it, talked about it with my coworkers because I'm like that girl that shares everything with everyone. And so I made the decision to meet up with him. And it was weird because he landed at like 11 p.m. So I essentially met up with him at midnight, which by midnight, I'm like 3 hours into my sleep. You know, I work a 9 to 5 job. So I get up in the mornings. So me doing a 12 o'clock midnight meetup for the first time is like a big sacrifice. Now I know what all of you guys are thinking, oh boy, she's just meeting up for a booty call. No, I put that guard up. I wasn't going to let that happen. That was not my intention. I was in complete control. So, and I just didn't want to do that. So that didn't happen. But what we did do is talk for 3 hours, right? So we talked for 3 hours. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, I have to go home and go to bed because I have to be up in like 2 hours. So it ended with a great little first kiss, whatever. It was, you know, just a nice little peckety peck, not too little, not too much. It was good. And then I went home and I went to sleep. Then we started chatting like for days, for weeks, whatever. We were just talking and sending pictures of each other, like thinking of you, blah, 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 blah. So you get the gist. I'm talking to this guy. I'm feeling this guy. Apparently he's feeling me. Can't wait to see you again. I'm going to put in a request to come through Los Angeles, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So let's just fast forward to me telling one of my girlfriends about this meetup that I had with him. And I'm having dinner with her and I'm like super still excited about this guy. I'm like, I can't wait to like see him again. And basically she's like, oh, he works for Southwest. And I'm like, yeah, and of course this girl, she like knows someone who also works for Southwest as a flight attendant. And I'm like, oh, we should try and get the scoop, right? And so sure enough, you never know if these flight attendants are going to know each other, but this flight attendant knew my boy flight attendant. Ugh, go figure. That's just crazy enough. That's crazy in itself, okay? So she gives us a scoop. It pretty much cross-checks out with what he told me. It was consistent with what she knew was consistent with what he told me, that he had been broken up with his girlfriend. that he had a girlfriend. About a year ago was the last time she had seen him, and the girlfriend that he had was also a flight attendant or is also a flight attendant. But she hadn't, my source had not seen him in a year, so she wasn't sure if they were still together. Okay, so, but she said if she ran into him, she would find out what the deal was. Okay, so let's just fast forward to this morning. I'm at work, typing away, taking phone calls, all that basic stuff. And I get a text message from my friend who I had dinner with, who was friends with the flight attendant. And she tells her that she ran into my flight attendant boyfriend. Not really my boyfriend, but I just like to use that term. She ran into him this morning and basically found out that he is still with his girlfriend and that they live together in this particular city where they live. And I'm like, okay, well, that is a little bit different than what he told me. So here I am with this guy that's texting me every morning practically. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, sexy girl. Good morning, beautiful. How's your day going? I wish I was with you. I wish I could be with you. What's your 5-year plan? Who the F balls texts that? And who the F answers? I answered. I don't know why I did that. Irrelevant. But he's basically been leading me on, flirting with me, telling me that he wants to be with a girl like me, that I'm amazing, that he can't wait to see me. All this super, super flirty, blah, 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 blah. Now, I had no idea that he was with this girlfriend. He told me he lives alone in Las Vegas. I have this news now, and I'm kind of at a point where I'm not exactly sure how to approach it, because I'm definitely going to approach it. And I'm actually flying on Southwest Airlines on Friday, and he knows that. I probably won't see him, of course, but what should I do, guys? I am just reaching out because I have become that girl. The girl I'm not technically the side chick because nothing happened other than, flirty text messaging conversations. And it's not that big of a deal. I'm not mad about it. I'm just like disappointed and annoyed. And I really don't care. There's 900 other shitty men in the sea to pick from. So whatever. But I just don't want him to think he can get away with this stuff. And that poor girl, I would be so embarrassed if I knew that my boyfriend who I live with was doing this. So I am just wondering how I should approach this situation. I don't want to jeopardize any relationships that with my sources. So I'm just curious. What do y'all think I should do? Comment, let me know. I will respond to the first 20 comments. I'm interested to hear what you say. So let's hear it. Open those floodgates. Okay. See you soon. Bye.